Imagine being so feared, so legendary, that your enemy invents an entire fake army just to throw you off their trail. That's exactly what the Allies did in 1944. It was a bluff so massive, so audacious, that it completely changed the outcome of D-Day, and, arguably, the entire war. This is the story of Operation Fortitude, the ghost army that fooled Hitler. By early 1944, everyone knew a massive Allied invasion of Nazi-occupied France was coming. The only question was where. The Germans were convinced the attack would land at the Pot of Calais, the narrowest point of the English Channel. It was the most logical, direct route. The Allies knew this. They also knew that if Hitler guessed their real target, the beaches of Normandy, the invasion would be a bloodbath. They needed a diversion, something so convincing it would make the Germans look the other way. Enter Operation Fortitude. This wasn't just a minor trick. It was one of the most elaborate deceptions in military history. The Allies built a phantom army from scratch. In southeast England, directly across from Calais, they assembled fleets of inflatable rubber tanks, squadrons of wooden airplanes, and entire flotillas of dummy landing craft. They generated massive amounts of fake radio chatter, creating the illusion of a huge military force preparing to strike. They even hired actors to pose as officers in London, openly discussing invasion plans for Calais and places where German spies were known to listen. But the centerpiece of this grand illusion was a man, General George S. Patton. The Germans both feared and respected Patton. They considered him the Allies' best and most aggressive commander. So, the Allies placed him in command of a completely fictional army, the 1st U.S. Army Group, or FUSAG. This ghost army, existing only on paper and in radio waves, was supposedly the main Allied invasion force, poised to storm Calais. And Hitler, obsessed with Patton's reputation, bought it completely. So, when the real D-Day landings began on June 6, 1944, on the beaches of Normandy, the German high command was They saw it as a feint, a distraction from the real invasion they were certain was still coming at Calais, led by Patton, crucial panzer divisions. The very armored reserves that could have crushed the Normandy beachhead were yelled back, waiting for an attack that would never materialize. For 7 critical weeks after D-Day, Hitler and his generals kept their best troops waiting in Calais. Those 7 weeks were everything. It gave the Allies the precious time they needed to land over 1 million troops, secure their foothold in France, and begin the long, hard push toward Germany. The war was won not just with bullets and bombs, but with rubber tanks, radio lies, and the sheer audacity to create an army out of thin air. It was a war-changing victory, powered by one of history's greatest bluffs. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as incredible as I did, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more hidden histories. See you next time!